Gut, weiter geht's. Boah, ist ganz schön am Ruckeln hier. Ne? Protonbombe! Doch! Verdammte! So, da wollte jemand was.
We got 'em all.
What are you doing here?
Hä?
I thought you left town weeks ago.
Die Steigerrotte ist so weit gegangen. Ich bin hier, um dem ein Ende zu setzen.
About time. You're the only one Ludwig will listen to.
Gibt es noch andere Überlebende?
I saw a few on my way here. I imagine they've been waiting for this to happen for a long time. Listen, one of the Garot's units is scouting up ahead, maybe 5 strong. I wouldn't want to fight them if I were you. Take this key. It'll unlock the gate to the canals. You can thank the captain who forgot it.
Ich weiß es zu schätzen. Ich werde vorsichtig sein.
You shouldn't find much opposition down there. I wish someone had stood up to the Steel Garot a long time ago. But, well, you're here now. That's what matters. Good luck.
Envoy! I doubted I'd ever see you again. I imagine I could guess what brings you back to Paradis. It seems so long ago that I asked you to track down some luminous Aedyr for my experiment. I do sometimes wonder how my life would be different had you come to me with the Aedyr you found. I'm sure you had your reasons for giving it to someone else. No doubt their plans were as philanthropic as mine.
Wir haben das getan, was wir für das Beste hielten.
I hold you no ill will, Envoy. I do wish you the best.
Keine Ahnung, wer das war.
We should go now, while the fighting's died down.
Can you not hear the screaming outside?
She's right. We can't go now. Then when?
So,
Wait till the Garot set the fire alarm.
dann machen wir mal weiter. Ich hoffe, sie meinte nicht diese Armee, die ich getötet habe. Ah, Eis ist eine miese Sache. Die Lache davon aber. Ach, hier sind
Over
wir.
here. What exactly do you think you're doing?
Leute töten.
You nearly died in my clinic. Correction, you did die. And now look at you. Fighting the steel garrote. What have you got to say for yourself?
Ich freue mich auch, dich zu sehen. Tut mir leid, Liviana, ich verspreche, dass ich vorsichtig sein will. Ich habe einen Gott aus seinem Gefängnis befreit und kann auf mich selbst aufpassen.
That's the worst excuse I've ever heard. And believe me, I've heard it all. We're patching up folks as best we can, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. War is a damn bloody mess.
Das war schon immer so und das wird immer so bleiben.
You'd know better than anyone. I can't say I approve of you leaping into the fray, but it's always nice catching up with a former patient. Wait a second. Jada? Jada Castell? What are you doing in the middle of this?
Surviving. It's good to see you, Liviana. Unfortunately, we're on a tight
Ja,
schedule.
der Krieg.
Do you need anything? Money, supplies?
Once this is over, I could always use another pair of hands at the clinic. The invitation's still open.
After what we've been through, I need to focus on myself for a while. But I'll stop by and visit now and then. Can you manage without me?
Are you kidding? I'm happy for you. Besides, I've got Chico on bandage duty. I just wanted you to know there's a place here whenever you want it. Gods be with you, Envoy. For my sake, try not to die a second time.
Come on. You know this. You practiced with Uncle Capo up. 100 times. Tight, but not too tight. You don't want to cut off the blood flow.
Bisschen aufräumen. Das ist schon ein tot. Ja, der Dicke ist noch da. Schon wieder Magier, ey. Oh, das macht richtig Spaß, jetzt so diese herausfordernden Kämpfe.
Wurde demands your submission.
Ah, die hauen schon
Stand
wieder rum.
against her and fall.
Let's pay Ludwig one final visit, shall we? Let's make sure she stays dead this time, all right, dearie?
There you are. So, you survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time?
Wenn ich richtig mitgezählt habe, bist du schon zweimal gestorben. Vielleicht sind alle guten Dinge drei. Ludwig, ich will dich nicht töten, ich will das hier nur beenden.
Our conflict was foretold the moment you were born. You can no more avoid it than I can die. Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He tried to bring order through compromise. He failed. Order is meant to be imposed by a stern, guiding hand.
Her order wields sharp steel. She must set down her blade.
Das Land der Lebenden wird sich vereinen und frei bleiben. Es gibt nichts, das du dagegen tun kannst.
Don't insult my intelligence or my commitment to the cause. Treaties can be burned. The hands which shook over whatever deal you struck can be lopped off at the wrist. As for you, Sapadal's chains are broken, which means your soul is in their grasp. I don't know how deeply you've been compromised, Envoy. And if I don't know, then I cannot suffer you to live.
Klingt, als hättest du bereits ein Urteil über mich gefällt. Wie üblich ziehst du voreilige Schlüsse, aber über etwas, das du kaum verstehst.
Do not patronize me. I have every right to put down a threat to the Empire. Steel yourself, Envoy. Make this a fight to remember, even in death.
We would not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our tree.
Ludwin, du hast es mit Ragnar, mit Ragnar dem Rauen zu tun. Du kennst mich, tu das nicht. Ich habe dich schon einmal besiegt und ich kann es wieder tun. Wenn du angreifst, werde ich nicht zögern, mich zu verteidigen.
I certainly thought I knew you. It's amazing how a beating heart can affect one's judgment. But I don't know what you are now. Consider death my parting gift in recognition of our time together. I give you freely that which I can never have.
Ich liebe dich immer noch, Ludwin.
Some things I will never
Gib doch ruhig, versuch die ja nur zu...
I love, dearie. But her? Now?
Then join me in death.
There's no coming back this time.
Naja.
Prepare yourself for the next world.
You won't be missed, Ludwig.
Once I'm done killing you,
War ein Versuch wert.
you're gone.
We are every seed in the soil. We will always grow.
Come on, let's kill her off. One last time.
Antimaterie-Bombe!
Is done with you, Ludwig.
Worth it. Raw!
Try the pain, dear.
Das ist so geil eigentlich. Feuer und Eis. Sie ist Feuer und ich mit meinem Eisschwert. Das hat schon irgendwie was.
Patience
Ich habe lange gesammelt. Was zum?
Where are you? No! Don't abandon me now!
What have you done with her? Get her now! Wrap around!
I'm sick!
On your right! Watch your flank!
Wo ist der andere MacBoy? Ah, das ist das.
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done for, but we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The dream scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth. How the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. Thanks to you, the Living Lands has escaped Aedyran oppression. The free settlements unite under a common banner and begin the fraught process of negotiating new traditions and values. The Empire withdraws. The frontier remains wild, but not for long. Fugitives no more. The rebels of Paradis return to their home and to other free settlements, bringing their skills and secrets wherever needed. For once, they have a future. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. The ashes of Fior Messiverno continue to smolder. Scavengers avoid the ruins, fearful of spirits unleashed by animancy gone awry. The once promising city is nothing but a cautionary tale. For the people of Shatterscarp, independence is bittersweet. Those who cannot withstand the grief inflicted by Ringgrim's spell leave the settlements, vanishing into the wilderness. Those who remain find themselves forced to cooperate with others, often begrudgingly. With so many dead, the need to stave off hunger outweighs any distaste for certain trading partners. Solace Keep clings to its long-held isolation at first. But after mourning her friend Kostya, Mihala reluctantly deigns to open the doors of the fortress. Some dwarves greet newcomers with glee. Others still mutter darkly about outsiders. Mihala flounders in her earliest negotiations with the rest of the Living Lands, but slowly learns compromise. She develops a taste for Valian sweets. When Kai leaves the Living Lands, he is no longer running. For the first time in many years, he can face the future. He returns to Rauatai, committed to peace for his people, those he left in Rauatai, as well as those he found in the Living Lands. He joins the Ronganui's council, counterbalancing powerful voices of isolationism and hawkishness. It is a long and difficult battle, and he is happy to fight it. With many of his anxieties and lifelong fears addressed, Marius now feels very differently than he did when he first met the envoy. Still far more comfortable in the wilds than among people, he nonetheless finds that his worries about the unknown were merely self-protection against the traumas of his childhood. Armed with this knowledge, he finds himself more capable of living in civilization, and far less fearful of his home in Galawain's tusks. While he never regains his former place as a warden of Solace, he spends his time traveling between Solace and Thirdborn, acting as a stubborn ambassador between the two. Giada turns away from animancy, charting a new course in life. The old rules don't apply to her. She has no responsibilities other than herself. Writing, music, sailing, sewing, love. She tries everything, masters nothing, and finds the inner peace that eluded her as an animancer. She still carries the phantasmal focus, but it doesn't feel as heavy as before. In a past life, Yatsley was given a task: protect the history and knowledge of the godless. Now, many lifetimes later, she continues upholding that oath. She moves into the library in the garden, spending her days poring over the clay tablets there. But not even the letters from, and rare visit to, her lover help ease the loneliness that fills her days. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Soppadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon. The rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Sopadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the Temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so does their grace. Soon, they are bounding across the plains of eastern Dawnshore, leaping the river gorge in Emerald Stair, scaling the shark's teeth of Shatterscarp, and fearlessly wading into the Tusk's acid sea. When they break, they come to you to put them back together, and in time, they learn to fix themselves. They wander far afield. You see less of them, but they are never far from your thoughts, and on the rare occasion they return, they always bring you something beautiful and strange. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.
So, viel Spaß beim Lesen. Ja, ganz ehrlich, wir haben rein zufällig das gute Ende bekommen. Ich war ja immer so hin und her gerissen. Töte ich den Gott jetzt? Lasse ich ihn ja leben. Befreie ich ihn? Töten? Leben? Die ganze Zeit hin und her. Oh, schon zu Ende. Ich wusste es halt einfach überhaupt nicht. Und ich muss sagen, Spiel ist einfach super. Also, ja, es gibt ein paar Sachen wie diese Gespräche im Lager, die nerven. Also, dass es auch immer abbricht und du nochmal hinlaufen musst und sowas. Das ist ein kleines Ärgernis, aber jetzt, ne, das Spiel stirbt jetzt nicht deswegen. Weißt du, so, das kann man vernachlässigen. Ist nur ein kleines Detail, was ein bisschen blöd ist. Aber ansonsten, es hat halt mega Spaß gemacht. Ja, es ist keins dieser total komplexen Games, obwohl die Story komplex ist. Du weißt halt eigentlich bis zum Ende nicht, also ist der Gott gut, böse, oder wird er auch die ganze Zeit durch deine Taten geformt? Also schwer halt, ne? Aber so das Kampfsystem ist jetzt easy, aber es macht auch dadurch wieder Spaß. Ich habe jetzt hauptsächlich, ich wollte eigentlich ein bisschen Waffen ausprobieren, aber letzten Endes das Einhandschwert und die Magie ist halt schon das geilere Ding, ne? Also du hast was halt für die Ferne, was sehr mächtig ist, und dann gehst du halt einfach fett mit dem Schwert rein und machst halt ein bisschen einen auf Berserker. Ja, ich kann das Spiel nur empfehlen, ist im Xbox Game Pass erhältlich für 10 Euro oder so im Monat, also 9 Euro irgendwas. Oder 8,99 Euro? Ich weiß nicht, egal. Sagen wir 10, wir runden auf. Für 10 Euro monatlich Xbox Game Pass, geht auch auf dem PC. Ist das Spiel kostenlos mit drinnen, wie 1000 andere Games. Also, ich hoffe, das Let's Play hat euch gefallen. Lasst gerne einen Daumen, Kommentar oder Like da oder das, also macht einfach alles am besten. Das ist das Beste. Abonnieren ist kostenfrei. Ja, und ich hoffe, wir sehen uns dann hier auf dem Kanal bei einem anderen Let's Play wieder. Bis dahin, ciao.